think you're seeing some of the most fundamental precepts being developed and used throughout the globe right now of what I would call the new kind of economic warfare.
Well, the American press has been playing this as a Saudi attack or policy to undermine American shale and fracking and all this. But you're suggesting that, in fact, no, the U.S. is in on this with the Saudis.
I'm suggesting it's wider than just the Saudis. And I think it has to do with more geostrategic important matters than it does with just a temporary setback in fracking or shale extraction or whatever. I think they're looking at the very tip of the geostrategic ladder, if you will, right now. And Putin and Beijing, Moscow and Beijing, sort of are at that tip.
So geopolitically, it's going to cause chaos in some significant places. The Americans want chaos?
I think this kind of economic warfare, as I said earlier, is very dangerous. You're looking at creating chaos and anarchy in markets that have other factors at work in them. And while you may think the president's team controls these factors or controls what's happening in this economic warfare, you may find you don't. Be careful what you wish for, you may get it, and it may be an awful mess.
Well, a lot of ordinary people in the world view politics as a dirty business, and the behaviour of the Ukrainian government is an excellent example as to why people think along those lines. On the one hand, Kiev is talking about peace, is talking about the Minsk agreement, is talking about, let's say, peace in general, but on the other hand, it has launched a brutal, large offensive against the Donbass, against the people of Donetsk and against Lugansk, and ordinary people are now suffering. People are dying, there is no electricity, there is no energy, there is a shortage of food and water. So it really is a disgusting form of behaviour from the Ukrainian government. So when we see Petro Poroshenko talking about peace, what we have to remember is that on the one hand, he has an olive branch, but on the other hand, he has a gun. And quite frankly, the people in Kiev, their actions constitute war crimes, and therefore they are war criminals. The European Union can talk about violence not being a good thing, but on the other hand, they and the Americans have given Kiev a blank check to do what it wants in the country, and in particular in eastern Ukraine. However, the real power actually lies in Washington and Brussels, because Poroshenko is just a puppet. If Washington and Brussels want a solution, if they want peace in the Donbass, there will be peace. It is Washington and it is Brussels who hold the baton in regard to a solution in eastern Ukraine.